Hey everybody, it's Shani, and I just realized how long it's been since I've made a video. It's been forever. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize how long it had been. I don't think I've made one since before Thanksgiving, which is like 2 weeks ago. So I guess it's not that long. It just, this time of year, everything goes by so fast. So, I mean, it feels like I've missed a lot because it's gone by so fast. Like, it's kind of weird, but that's how I feel. So last time I think I talked to you guys, it was the week before Thanksgiving, and so, you know, I went home that weekend, and I stayed at home until Thursday, and Thanksgiving was really fun. I was really happy to see my family. I saw my best friend Tiana, one of my best friends Tiana. She came home from Missouri. I don't know why I was thinking that. She came home from Missouri to surprise her mom and her family, so, but she came over, we hung out with each other, and I went to Lenox Square Mall in Georgia. It's in Atlanta, and it's like my favorite mall. It's amazing. It's so cool. It's very busy. It was crazy busy that day, like crazy busy. But it was really fun to hang out with Olivia all day. We tried on lots of fun outfits because, you know, that's the fun stuff. That's the fun part about going to the mall. And we had falafel, which is amazing. We had just a bunch of we just had a really good time that day. And then I had to do a little bit of homework. Sorry, I had to yawn. I'm trying to think. Might be all I really did. And then, like, Wednesday I made, Tuesday I went to my grandmother's house, and we made homemade noodles, which is like a tradition. We always make homemade noodles for Thanksgiving, which is a lot of fun. And I actually got to see the old house I used to live in, because I used to live right next door to my nanny and papa. And and my nanny's friends with the neighbors there, and I got to go in with my younger sister, and we saw the house, and it was so weird because, like, it looks so much different than what it looked like when I lived there, which was a long time ago. And it was just kind of like, it was kind of surreal, honestly, because, like, I knew where I was, but I didn't know where I was. Like, everything was super off, but it was just slightly there. Like, I knew I was in my old house, but, like, it was not my old house, so it was just kind of weird, but it looked really cool. And my little sister didn't really remember it enough to see the rooms and understand, wow, this was my room. Well, not my room, this was our room, and this is the living room, and oh yeah, that book, there's like an embedded bookshelf or whatever, like, that's in the wall. Oh yeah, I remember the Harry Potter books being there, and some of my mom's old, like, things, like, figurines and things like that, like, you know, stuff she couldn't remember because she was like 2 or 3 when we moved from there, so she can't remember that. But it was really weird going there, but it was really cool. It was really cool. I was really glad I got to see the house, and hang out with my nanny. And I went, that Saturday, the Saturday before Thanksgiving was my baby cousin Wyatt's birthday party, and that was a lot of fun. I got to see him and a lot of my family that I hadn't seen in a while, so I was really excited about that. It was a Transformer birthday party, and I helped some kids, like, do a scavenger hunt thing. It was so cute. That was so cute. I had to pick up, like, I had to pick up ants because the other kids couldn't get them, and they wanted me to pick them up for them because they were scared to pick up the ants. So I had to do it. I did not want to. I do not like bugs. But I did it because I'm a nice person, but it was fun. And what else did I do? And then Tiana came over, and then Thanksgiving we had Thanksgiving at my house like we always do. It was kind of crazy this year because we've been dealing with some like issues at our house, like our downstairs toilet flooded. Like there was a septic tank problem or something. I'm not really sure. They've told me a bunch of times, but it was just really stressful, so I don't really remember much of what it was going on. But it flooded like our downstairs, and it was a really big mess. It still is kind of a big mess. I wasn't there when it was actually a mess, but like everybody was kind of like going crazy. It was really hectic, and my mom was really stressed out, so I was really glad that people came over and we did Thanksgiving at our house. We watched the Thanksgiving Day parade, which I hadn't watched in probably 3 years, maybe just 2 years, but it had been a while. My grandfather and my papa and I used to watch it every year, and like with the other kids, and you know, he was a big marching band nerd like me, so for a while I didn't really want to watch it without him, so I would work on Thanksgiving during the day, and then I'd go home, and that way I could, you know, other people could go home and be with their families, and I could still be working, and I also got extra pay for working on a holiday, and it was fun, so I always did it. But excuse me, but we watched that, and I helped my mom make some dinner. Like I made the mashed potatoes, which we just use like potato flakes because they taste good. I mean, everyone's gonna like come at me with that statement, but I love potato flakes. That's what I live on. That's what I used to live on. Love potato flakes. But yeah, so I did that, and I helped my mom cook, and I made the mulled apple cider because it's my favorite. I love mulled apple cider. Like, it's like spiced. I love spiced stuff like that. I've never had like, you know, spiced wines or anything, but I'd imagine they'd taste good. I just love like the seasonings, and like it just tastes like, I don't know, it just tastes so wonderful. I love it. And I love smelling it too. I love spices and stuff like that. I love like cinnamon a lot. But anyways, I had to drive back to campus on that Thursday because they asked me to come in on Friday for Black Friday. So I drove back Thanksgiving night, or like the evening, and I got here probably around 6, maybe 5:30, and it was weird being on campus. There was nobody else here except for like a few people, like RAs who had to stay here, and it was really weird. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, and I watched The Grinch, and I did laundry, and I called my dad, and I talked to my stepmom and my dad, and I talked to one of my best friends, Mason, FaceTime. I mean, we talk a lot, but it was nice to talk to him. And then I went to bed. And I ate leftovers, and I did laundry. So it was a nice, like, kind of relaxing day. It was kind of weird, but it wasn't a bad Thanksgiving. It was a nice Thanksgiving, and I was glad I got to see everybody. And then I went home that Friday after I got out of class, or out of work, and then I drove home, and then I did a buttload of driving those couple of days. Like, it takes me like an hour and 45 minutes to get to my house from here, and it's all like mountains, and like you can't like drive, like you can, but I don't drive super fast. So, and also my car doesn't really go up hills very, like, it goes up hills good, but it doesn't go up like mountains easily, like, you know what I mean. So also I don't like to push her because like I can handle it. Like, I don't like to go fast up mountains because that's like that's dangerous, and I don't want to like cause a wreck or anything. God, I feel so awful if I caused a wreck. But anyways, but yeah, so I drove back home, and then we went out to eat, and then my mom and my sister and my stepdad went to, excuse me, they went out shopping for something, for Black Friday deals. And I stayed at home and hung out with my little brother, with my baby brother, Brody. He played video games most of the time. And then I went to bed. I fell asleep on the couch, actually. And then they got home, and then I went upstairs to go to bed. And then that weekend, we watched a bunch of movies, like Christmas movies. I listened to Christmas music, and we made like wreaths and like just Christmas fun stuff. It was just a lot of Christmassy crafts, and we painted, and I got to see Wyatt, my little baby cousin, again. And my nanny again, so it was nice to see everybody. And I came back here. Yeah, and then this past week wasn't really very eventful. It's kind of been crazy, but that's just because of it's just crazy on campus. Everyone's like rushing to get all their schoolwork done, and then, because next week is finals week. Like after the class I have this afternoon, I have one more day of classes, and then I have one final next week, and I have 2 finals that are online. One that's actually due tonight, which I'm actually taking a break from right now, because I want to. I was working on it all morning. Well, I've been working on it for a couple hours. And, yeah. But last week, I went out and took pictures again with my friend Bree. And, here, I'll show you. That was scary. I knew that. We took some Polaroid pictures with her camera. And she hasn't finished editing them, so she hasn't sent them to me. But she's a really good photographer. And, this is her. Like, look at how cute she is. I took that picture. And then she took this picture of me. I don't even look like that person. And then there's the 2 of us. She kind of looks like a guy in that picture, which is why I kept that one. I thought it was funny. She's really sweet. We had a lot of fun. We walked around, and I had a lot of fun. And you guys will probably see that soon enough whenever she finishes editing them, because I have to post all of them. Duh. And then Saturday, so that was on Friday, and then Saturday I went to the Mall of Georgia with my friend Michael, and we hung out there all day. I went to get my phone battery replaced, but it turns out I can't get my phone battery replaced without possibly cracking the screen. And since it was it's not an Apple screen, it wasn't fixed by Apple, it was just fixed by something else, because it was the screen cracked. If it broke, then it wouldn't be their responsibility, which is understandable. And it would have cost $130 more to get my screen replaced, which would have made the whole day like $160 to fix my phone, and that was just, I didn't have the money for that. And if I had $160, might as well just put it towards a new phone. So now I just gotta deal with the kind of sucky battery for a little bit longer, but at least I have a phone, and it's nice, so I'm not complaining about that. But it was fun hanging out with him. And then we got back here, and him and me and Annabelle, one of my roommates, we watched The Grinch, and then we watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And then Saturday, me and Michael and Annabelle and her friend Chase, we walked around downtown Dahlonega, which is the city I live in, and like at night, and we looked out. We had dinner down at the dining hall, and then we walked around town and saw all the Christmas lights. It's so pretty. I posted the pictures like on Facebook and on Snapchat, so you guys probably see it. You guys have seen them and stuff. But it was so pretty, and it was so nice. Just having fun, and I love Christmas lights. and then we went down to Starbucks and we got some hot drinks at the end of the day. Excuse me. We got some hot drinks and I just got a coffee. And then we came back here and after Michael took a shower, something, I don't remember, he hung out in his room for a little while. And then Annabelle did her homework and Mallory did homework. That's my other sweet mate. And then Michael and I watched Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, which is got 3 different animated little short shows in it, and it's so cute. I love it. And then The Curious George Christmas. And then I was falling asleep, so he left. Well, so he went to bed, and then I went to bed because I was tired. And then yesterday was Monday, and I worked. Did I do anything else yesterday? Nope. That's today. I don't know who that is, but it's one of my roommates. But yeah, so that's been my past couple weeks. Today I think that was Mallory. Today I had my grammar test number 3, which I'm kind of worried about. Let me see if she's updated that. She's updated. Oh no, I don't think she has. Nope, she still hasn't updated it. But yeah, so yeah, and then Thursday I have another test. I have my exam 2 for my computer science class because I don't have a final, I just have exam 2. Or we had exam 1 and now we're just having exam 2. And then Thursday night, me and Annabelle, Mallory, I think Michael, and I are all going to go down to a little thing that our dorm is putting on, that our residence hall thing, whatever, is putting on, down at the other building. But I live in building 2, so down in the first building, they're having cookie decorating and hot cocoa, and I can't turn that down. That sounds awesome. And then sometime this week, I think Mallory, Annabelle, and I are gonna go walk down around town, just the 3 of us, because we haven't really hung out a lot lately. I think we might not, I'm not really sure, but either way, we'll have fun, and that's all that matters. So yeah, and then I'll be home in 2 weeks. No, a little over 2 weeks, because I have to stay a little longer for work, but yeah, the semester's almost over, and that's kind of crazy. But yeah, so that's been my couple of weeks since Thanksgiving. I'm really happy. I'm enjoying my time up here. I'm very tired, and but I'm about to be very stressed, but I'm good. It's nice. I'm gonna miss being here for the break, I think. Maybe a little bit. Maybe not being at school, but miss being here. Just at college. I like being here. Ow, my finger's bleeding now. My own fault, but anyways. Okay, so I guess that's all I have to talk about. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to ask me or anything like that, just let me know. And if you guys want to see more videos or whatever, just let me know. And I might start making more. I make no promises though. But yeah, so I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.